right, children. I'm just coming to realize, well, not coming to realize a lot of things, although I am going to put this on the record. A lot of parents whip their children at very young ages. And at a certain point, I can understand some disciplining. But not below the age of, I say, 3 years old. I'll take one prime example. A lady, oh, not even a lady, a gal, not even a woman. This female, her name is Josette Monique Stidoms, the mother of my child, my oldest child, of course. How long that will last, I have no idea. Because I believe Aaliyah is gone in her way of thinking that she's not even 16 years old yet because of the mother, but there's nothing I can do about it. Beyond a certain point, you are done in life, at least for certain groups of people. Unfortunately, my people are one of them. And that's because of how history treats us as a people and how we are forced to think because of that. In any case, I'd get infuriated with Josette to the point where I want to reach out and snap her neck. She would physically punish Aaliyah when Aaliyah wasn't even 2 years old. And it made no sense to me. I myself would never punish Aaliyah. I'd put her in the corner to time out. And I quit doing that when I found out not too long after I started doing that, within a couple of months, that putting a child in a corner damaged them in their mind. It isolates them from the rest of the world. And I didn't want Aaliyah to isolate herself from the rest of the world. I wanted her to learn to isolate herself, but she'd have to figure out when to do that. Could be good, could be bad. Either way, she has to learn that. Not something anyone should be teaching her at such a young age. And she would fall out crying. She'd fall asleep in the corner standing. Although, from my point of view, that's way better than physically hitting a child, punishing a child. Men, we are not emotionally or physically capable of punishing females, our daughters. It's just not what we're capable of doing. Leave that to the mothers. Beyond a certain age, you can punish a child, male or female, although they have to reach that age first. Josette would punish Aaliyah at under 2 years old, 18 months, a year, you know? And Tisha did the same thing with La Catiana. I don't know what Kiyoshi did with Empress. I don't know what Shannon did with Brooklyn. Although I can tell you one thing. They all grew up with a father figure. Only Josette grew up with her natural father. The other females didn't. And Leandre was an asshole. Didn't even like his own daughters. Neither one of them. From when Josette told me, Leandre used to go into Almeida's room at nighttime and stay with her for hours on end. Terrible thing for Josette to have to grow up in, but that's one of the primary reasons why me and Aaliyah was never able to grow up together, because Josette had to have thought that was me doing that to Aaliyah, and I would never do such a thing. Haven't even thought about doing anything like that. And the other three, Leticia's stepdad, European guy, wanted to have sex with Leticia. Leticia has been calling the stepdad dad since she was 12. And when she turned 18, it was all downhill from there. That's all. The mom stayed with the dad though, because the dad made money. So the mom sold out her own family for some money. I don't know about Shannon. In all actuality, I know all four of the mothers love their children. They're only doing the best that they can with what history has taught us to be as a people. Although we are all held accountable to a higher standard based on moral understanding of life itself. And everyone knows the best of morality. Josette's the only one I know that would physically punish her daughter at a young age. She did it one time. I hit this one brother so hard, I broke 5 parts of his face. I wasn't even trying to, I just did. He hit me, I instinctively hit back. The only thing to say to me in the court of law was there was witnesses that saw this. It's the only thing to say to me, because the brother was just telling lies after lies after lies. In any case, children up into and can persist even well into adulthood, but up into about 11 to 13 are followers. And it becomes less of a thing as they start to get older. Although the age of understanding comes around 6 years old, or the beginnings of the age of understanding. And Aaliyah just wanted to follow people. And her only people she would follow would be me and mom, and anyone else we allowed to watch Aaliyah. Aaliyah would follow me a lot, and man, it was a frustrating thing understanding on how to deal with something so new to the world. A living, beautiful, intelligent being. But I did the best that I could with what I got. Don't go anywhere. Gotta talk to Thomas. You just letting people move in here, huh? How you doing, Millie? Where's my peanut butter cookies at? What do you mean no? It's either that or the licorice I used to always eat. Which one? Ugh, you can keep that. Yeah, it's not mine. Well, they ultimately just gave me time served in jail, and that was it.
Okay, your $4,000 is in there.
All right. Well, when are we gonna hang out, guys?
See if you can get a post office box over there.
I'm working on it, Thomas. The only problem is I stay in a marina right now, and I can't get no mail to come into there either. And technically, I'm not supposed to be there, but I see other people there. But I'm the only brother. I'm the only African American there. Everyone else staying there doesn't have a problem. So I'm trying to stay under the radar as much as possible, because if they kick me out, they can do that anytime they want.
Why don't you go downtown and get a post office box? There's gotta be something, someplace over there, OJ.
I'm working on it, man.
Well, of the mail we get, 50% of it's yours now. That's too much.
If I get some peanut butter cookies, man, I'll do my damnedest to get a mailbox.
Goodbye.
All right, take it easy, guys. Sorry about that, guys. This is the new addition to my family. Her name is Girl. In any case, as it turns out, what I'm getting at is this. Punishing a child at such a young age is it's a horrible thing to do. The problem with that is you're teaching that child to move away from you as a person and to isolate themselves even more when they get older. You can't have that growing up. It doesn't make any sense to do anything like that. Yet people are doing it all the time. And it's very prevalent in us as a people to punish these our young children and other young kids. And I would say more than most, more often than not, the children take it the wrong way and grow up to be not as productive, not only in society, but more importantly, the most important thing, to be productive for themselves as a people. You can't punish a child for following after what they want to do, what they find most comfort in, okay? Because everyone does that at such a young age. You sit down and you watch as a new child grows up. Go ahead and do some experiments with your child. You know, make funny faces, see how the child reacts. Make mean faces, see what the child does. Make happy faces, then see what the child does. And then do a placid face, a face that shows no emotions, no nothing, and see what the child does. Each time you'll see that the child reacts only on a visual level from what they can comprehend or understand. That shows you the level of understanding and comprehension and feelings of a newborn being, both mankind and humans. Then you'll understand everything else in life is just something that is taught. None of it is actually inherent other than the understanding of what is good and what is bad. And that of itself is only on a basic level. It's fundamental level, I guess you could call it, but definitely on a basic level. And that basic level is only a feeling. We are attracted to what makes us feel good. That's why there's a good parent, there's a bad parent. There's something about the bad parent that a child or children do not like, and therefore gravitate to the next best thing outside of that parent, you know? And this is the main reason why Aaliyah loved me. Well, I wouldn't say loved me more than the mother, because liked me more is better. Loved, I'm pretty sure she liked us both just as much as she liked the other. So the only problem is that the mother did this just to be ornery, not because to be honoring in the way of what that mother was taught. Thankfully, as far as I know, from that point on, Josette didn't spank Aaliyah. I'm pretty sure it's a combination of me explaining to her why it's such a bad idea and to why Aaliyah does the stuff that she does, and me letting her know it's not going down. My kings and queens, you guys cannot punish the prince and the princesses. Put a little more understanding into what you're doing. You got to understand what you're punishing, and does it merit punishment? You can only figure that out by seeing, was there actually harm committed? The only way you can commit harm on any level, on all scales, is with the intent of doing something that you know is wrong. We as a people are being punished all the time for the good things and the bad things we do, but do not treat each other like that. Don't be like Josette. Don't all my single mothers out there, do everything you can to make it work with the dad. Do not separate that child from the father. You're going to have the power to do this. The American government gave you this power, even though it's not legally written out. It's detrimental to the future of us and those who participate in what I'm speaking of. You are the secondary problem of what's happening to us. You females react on an emotional level. I understand why you guys react on an emotional level. I had to take psychology in college for my automotive degree. So, your balance to life is a man. Just because you're a mom doesn't make you a woman or a mother. You are a guardian. You're a mother when you do everything right. And only your daughter and the father can say that you did right. So, you guys keep that in mind, okay? I'll post this, and hopefully it gives you guys some understanding. Don't punish your children. If you do punish them, make sure they know that they're doing wrong. This is what you guys need to do for us as a people.